Hey, okay, good. Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Sunday, All Star Sunday. Zach Morris just won the dunk contest last night. That was crazy, right? But look, so oftentimes it's like, hey, Carl, what is it? What is it that you do? People have known me my whole life, majority of my life, have no idea what it is that I do. So I figured today, since it's Sunday, it's a busy day, and I'm still supposed to go live, I would give y'all just kind of a 5,000 foot level um what's the word summation of what it is that I do, so if you ever wonder what it is that I do, I'm going to start it off. I'm going to tell you today. So as many of you know, like, I've done a whole lot in life. So Prototype Consulting Group is the LLC that I primarily function under. Okay, that is what is registered with the state of Maryland and has an EIN number. Prototype Promotions, that's my photography company. I don't really do much with that. I still take pictures if I need to take pictures, but as you know, you probably have not seen me advertise for it or anything like that. It's out there; people get it all the time. So the one arm of the Prototype Consulting Group is audit and cybersecurity. So I'm a certified information systems auditor, certified ethical hacker, certified penetration tester, and a few other things. So under the audit and security arm, what we primarily do, we do IT audits where we go in and we do um, financial statement audits. We use audit the systems that are associated with financial statements. So most of the time I do this for Fortune 500 companies, local, state, national governments, things like that. Uh, Also, we do penetration testing and ethical hacking. So, as I said, I am certified in both of those. So, I'll go into companies and I will help them to figure out what it is that they do. What a hacker would do to get to them, and then tell them how to fix it so that essentially they don't get got. So I do what negative hackers do in order to show them how to fix it. Then also under the audit and cybersecurity, I do risk assessment. So I go into companies and see what risks there are to their systems, to their information, to their financials, all of that stuff. I've been doing this about 15 years. Where I got started. At the time, it was one of the largest minority consulting firm in the country. But I still actually do some work with them as a subcontractor. Wonderful people, Mr. Ralph Basilio and even CJ Sampson, who got me started, and so grateful for them. And then business process reorganization. This is, established businesses that want to, go into new verticals or just kind of want things to be fixed in their organizations. This is what I do on that end. So next is Launch with Carl, which, as you see, that's kind of my baby right now. That's really what I'm loving to do. This is really, really, really on my heart to continuously do this. So Launch with Carl, this is 4 days to launch. This is an automated program that I perform where people can launch a business in 4 days. Then there is the Business Movers Mastermind, which actually is a Business Movement Mastermind. It's a mastermind group that operates 3 times a year, where we go through 100 days of growing your business. We'll actually be starting our next one in March. Then there is the Young Entrepreneurs Camp, which is focused on young people who want to get into business. So we help them to start businesses, whether it's throughout the year, we do it over the summer, depending. We support school districts, we support nonprofit organizations, youth organizations, things like that. Then learn from a hacker. Learn from a hacker, as I said before, this is the educational arm of what I do on the audit and cybersecurity side. So Ethical Hacking 101. We teach individuals who want to become ethical hackers the basics of ethical hacking. So it's the baseline, like people want to change careers, just want to learn about it and things of that nature. We teach you the basics based upon what is top of industry right now. Then from there, we do the Young Ethical Hacker Camp. This is for young people who want to do it. It's a little more intense because I found that young people can handle it more than old people. Sorry, y'all. Just how it is. Security awareness. Security awareness is where we go into organizations, companies, and tell them how to protect their own data. We teach classes, develop programs to educate their employee base on how to secure themselves. Then there is protect your children. So there's a whole different world when it comes to protecting children online, where we have very specific ones: protect your girls, protect your boys, protect your teens. We talk about what goes on in different games of how child sex trafficking works, all of that type of stuff, in order to empower parents to protect their children. Last but not least, there's me. What I do on my own, still under the arm of Prototype Consulting Group. But this is when I provide me, myself, my knowledge directly to people. So there's, of course, there's public speaking, where I, get on stage in front of people. I'm often a podcast guest. Almost every week, somebody has me on their podcast, talking about so many different things, whether it's politics, whether it's religion, there's business, there's, sociological stuff. I was even on a mental health podcast. If that would probably shock most people, right? And then there's my nonprofit involvement. I am the chair of the board of Kennedy Foundation for the Arts. Keep on the lookout because we got good things going there. I'm on the business management finance board for Prince George's County Public Schools career technical education program, involved with Project Give Back. I'm their photographer. Also, I'm a sponsor of what they do. And of course, number one, my church is a nonprofit as well. Very involved there. So if you ever want to say, Carl, what is it that you do? This is what I do. And people may say, Carl, that is a lot to be doing. But in all actuality, it's not as much as you think. What I have done is I've taken the knowledge that I have. This is what I encourage everyone to do. I've taken the knowledge and experiences that I have, and I've broken them up into very marketable chunks. So for instance, this audit and cybersecurity piece, everything that I've done over here actually has empowered me to do Launch with Carl and Learn from a Hacker. So I do these things for companies and, very large companies. And what I've done is I've broken them down and made them easier and more palatable for small businesses. So, the things that I do in 4 days to launch are the things that I learned consulting larger business. Business Movers Mastermind, same thing. Young Entrepreneurs Camp is basically Business Movers Mastermind and 4 days to launch. And what I do on my VIP days broken up and made easier for young people. Learn from a Hacker. Again, this is basically what I have learned myself, and I've broken it down to make it easy for adults here with EH 101, for children here with the Young Entrepreneur Camp. And the security awareness to protect your children is simply the recommendations that I give to people over here. So it really just works. And over this stuff here, this stuff I do all the time. You can get me, look, you get me talking, give me a mic on stage. Hey, I can go. You know what I'm saying? I was trained. I'm out of 360. Yeah. So I do stuff. So I ain't got no problem talking on this. And then nonprofit, I really have a huge heart for my community. So like, Carl, you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. It's not as much as you think. Yeah, it can be a lot. It really can. But what I've done is I made it very chunks to break out to be profitable. And that's what you want to do. If you will ever have a VIP day with me where we go through, we build your entire business over the course of one day, I get into this and show you how to break up the things that you do, that you want to do, to make it, that you want to do and you're good at, to turn it into businesses. Not just one business, but multiple streams of income, and in a way where it does not burn you out. Like, this doesn't burn me out because, so when I do a VIP day, where somebody pays me to come in and either build their business, write their business plan, do their branding, the market, whatever it may be, we take a full day. I come to you or you come to me, and I pay for the food, and we don't go anywhere until we've built out what we've agreed to build out. And I take those things and I formalize them in a way where they can be automated. So for instance, 4 days to launch is one thing. Like, if we would do it, I could do 1 day to launch with a VIP day, but I broke it up into 4 days to help people to grow their businesses in an automated way. So those methodologies, while you don't have the high touch that you would have on a VIP day or with one-on-one coaching, you can use the 4 days to launch methodology and do the same thing. Business Movers Mastermind, that's simply a 100-day process of what I would do on a VIP day. Young Entrepreneurs Camp, again, this is breaking it down for students so that they can build out a business plan the exact same way. So Ethical Hacking 101 and Young Ethical Hacker Camp are almost identical to themselves, except for the audience. So when you're able to look at what you're doing and you're able to break them out and work it together, you're like, oh, okay, this makes sense. The only thing that's kind of different is what I do over here, because a lot of times this is hourly or by contract, and the things that I may share and do there are pretty it has to be secretive. I have NDAs, non-disclosures, and all that type of stuff. So I can't tell you when I'm hacking somebody, I can't really, expose some of those things. Now, methodologies, yes, I bring them over here in the Young Ethical Hacker Camp, NEH 101, that type of stuff. This over here helps me to stay current because I'm working with, large companies, working with governments and seeing what's going on. So that helps. So just want to let you know. So if you ever have a question about, hey, Carl, what is it that you do? This is what I do. This is literally what I do on a daily basis. As you can see, most of that does not include sleep, but I do sleep on Shabbat. That's why I honor the Sabbath, because otherwise I would be going all day long. So that's about it. If you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, beneficial speculations, whatever it may be, please let me know. As you can see, y'all, the lab is coming along. You see, I got the sign almost ready. I ain't gonna bring it out today, but yo, I'm telling you, hey, we got some good stuff coming. I got a 5-day challenge to build a perfect client. I want you to be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a free 5-day challenge where you can learn how to build your perfect customer, what it takes to identify who they are and to turn them into the customer that you can easily work with and easily get results. That's what it's all about, right? That's what we're doing. So look, again, please reach out. I got to head out because I got to go to look, Sunday, 6 days, shout that labor and do all that work. Therefore, that means I got to go to work. But if you got any questions, please reach out. Let's have fun. Let's build for the future. It's time for us to be who we are supposed to be. I will holler at y'all again. Any questions, comments, concerns, I'm here to help. My goal is to help businesses to grow in our community. Y'all have a good one. Peace. I want you to have profit. My program, Profit Before Pain, helps you to put money in your pocket so that you can actually have that motivation to keep going. So many times we quit and we stop our businesses because we haven't experienced the profit that we want. I'm the type of person, I've been through it. This is what I've used to launch both of my businesses. I had a photography business. I used this same program, made $3,000 the first week. I launched where I'm also an ethical hacker, and I launched my ethical hacking classes where I teach people how to protect themselves online, and I made $5,000 my first time going live with it, and continuously made $20,000 the first month. So I'm telling you, this works. That is my solution. And in my 4-day to launch program, you work with myself, you work with my team. We use our templates, our methodologies to get you off the ground. You're in the room with other entrepreneurs who want to help you. Now, I'm telling you, you may be hesitant, but I don't want you to be in the same position next year where you haven't started fulfilling your dreams. You haven't started doing what you want to do. You haven't started doing what you want. We don't want you to experience this pain again. Let's get you making this money. Let's be real. That's what it's about. You want to be able to make an honest living. So click the link below, sign up. Let's get to work and come to my webinar. Let's see how this works. We can work together. And as I've said before, I will be your 7th customer. You go through my program and we get you a viable offer that I help you develop. I'll be your 7th customer. Even if it's something that I'll never use in my life, I will still purchase it and give it to somebody else. So let's go. 4dayslaunch.com. Let's make it happen. Are you the person who's been thinking about starting their business forever? You have an idea, you have something on your mind or your heart that you've been wanting to do for so long, but you just haven't got it off the ground. Well, I'm Carl Gray and I'm a business launch specialist. My job is to help you to get that business